Hello, sports fan. This is Steven here with Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering what's going on with James Harden and Anthony Davis. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates and all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Looking at the game today, and you saw the Celtics and Philadelphia 76ers went into overtime. And you're seeing exactly how James Harden powered up with Embiid to be over 70 points in the Sixers offense. You saw in game one how, with no Joel Embiid, James Harden turned the clock back, and he looked like an NBA superstar. You saw him hitting threes. You saw him hitting free throws. You saw him hitting layups. He was doing a little bit of everything and also helping the Philadelphia 76ers win. You saw today's game where he was uberly aggressive, and it benefited them, and he hit the game-winning shot in overtime. Another thing that I see is Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis has had some great performances throughout his years in the NBA, but since he has become a Laker, you've seen on and off, on and off, on and off. And it bothers me because I don't know what it is. These two guys have had the most drastic drop-off, comebacks to where they'll flash in the pan and be a great player. And Anthony Davis is essentially 7 foot. He's got one of the best games in the NBA. As far as defense, he's a rebounder. He plays well. He shoots the ball well offensively. He's an offensive bucket. He does everything. You're looking at this point in time, he should be the lead dog in LA. But at times, he does not show up to games. When you have stat lines with 11 points and 9 points and 13 points, after having plus 30 points a night, you got to ask yourself, what's going on? Same thing with James Harden. No disrespect. And I listened to what he said in the press conference, and this is not what this team needs. No, you need to show up every night and be ready to ball. Essentially, you need to be aggressive like you were tonight every single night. Be aggressive like you were in game one every single night. Because if not, the Philadelphia Sixers are going home. You did beat the Celtics tonight, but keep in mind, the Celtics essentially have the ball where they want the ball. They lost one game at home, and they lost one to you at home. So that's essentially, they tied it back up. So you got to think from a standpoint, what's wrong with these guys? Is it a mental thing? I know Anthony Davis sometimes struggles physically, but what is it with these NBA superstars? Because I could have sworn they're paid like superstars. James Harden is paid like a superstar. He's not paid like a six-man off the bench. Anthony Davis is paid like a superstar. He's not paid like a six guy off the bench. So you got to keep in mind, I don't know what it is. It's fascinating because I can't put my mind on it. And I'm starting to think maybe these players don't love the game that much. Maybe the players don't like being in the NBA that much. They may like the money that it helps them take care of their family. They may like the lifestyle they get to live because of it. But I'm starting to think a lot of these players don't actually love the NBA. They don't actually love being NBA players, and that's okay. That's okay. But you got to keep in mind, if you're one of the top talented players in the NBA, we're going to hold you to the fire when you play like trash. When you're essentially letting your team down week after week. And in the playoffs, it gets magnified because then we have nothing else to focus on but you. So what do you guys think it is? Get in the comment section. Why do you think Anthony Davis can't play like he plays every night up to an NBA All-Star level? Why do you think James Harden can't do the same thing either? Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus and all the breakdowns and all the updates, and we'll see you on the very next video.